The weight of solitude is scary. A weight pushing away from God. A weight that wants to push you out of existence, to forget the sin of self-slaughter, because all its doors open at your throat. To feel betrayal is an overwhelming disgust, one that moves your anger outwards. Sometimes flesh that feels too solid is breakable.
For this and all, our thanks.
But it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly, and yet within a month. Oh, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman.
And now, my cousin Hamlet and my son.
Little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. Too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted color off and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam, nay, it is. I know not seems.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his. We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet.
I shall, in all my best, obey you, madam. Horatio! Or to forget myself. But what is your affair, Elsinore? We'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Oh, I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father.
Cease in your admiration for a while, with an intent here, for I may deliver this marvel to you.
Oh, for God's love, let me hear.
In the dead and vast middle of the night, a figure like your father appears before me, and moves low and stately by. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
Saw you not his face? What? Looked he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
Pale or red?
Nay, very pale.
He fixed his eyes upon me.
Most constantly.
Did you not speak to
My
me?
lord, I did, but answers made it none. Yet, once methought it lifted up its head and did address itself to motion, like as it would speak. But even then, the morning cock crew loud, and at the sound it shrunk and hasted away and vanished from my sight.
It's very strange.
As I do live my honor, lord, 'tis true.
Why would I have been
It
there?
would have much amazed you.
Perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
Your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we do obey and here give of ourselves in the full bent to lay our service freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my much shoe-changed son.
Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful.
Aye, amen.
My lord, I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Ah, speak of that do I long to hear.
I doubt it is related with the name, his father's death and our over-hasty marriage.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what duty is, what majesty should be, why day is day, night, night, and time is time, were nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is but to be nothing else but mad? Let that go.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. He is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad, let us grant him then. And now remains that we find out the cause of this effect. or rather say the cause of this defect. For this effect, defective, comes by cause. Thus it remains, and the remainder thus. I have a daughter, now for all she is mine, who in her duty and obedience, Mark, hath given me this. Now gather and surmise.
This one, Lucianus, nephew to the king. Poisons him in the garden for his estate. You shall see anon how the murderer hates the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king rises.
What? Try to false fire!
How fares, my lord?
Give over the play. Give me some light away!
My lord! Without to say a word with you.
Why, a whole history.
The king, sir.
Aye, what of him?
In his retirement, marvelous distemper.
And your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent us to you.
You're welcome.
Nay, good, my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment.
I'm afraid I cannot.
What, my lord?
Make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased.
She says your behavior hath struck her to amazement and admiration.
So wonderful a son that can so astonish a mother.
And she bids you go to her ere you go to bed.
Well, we would obey were she 10 times our mother. Now, have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
Oh, so I do still. You play upon this pipe.
My lord, I cannot.
Oh, I pray you.
Believe me, my lord, I know no touch of it.
'Tis as easy as lying. Look you. These are the stops. You would seem to know my stops. You would play upon me. Do you think that I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you can fret me, you cannot play me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and presently.
I will come to my mother by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends.
My queen, oh, may one be pardoned and retain the offense in the corrupted currents of this world. Offense's gilded hand may shove by justice. 'Tis not so above. There is no shuffling. My words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go. You will come straight.
Mother!
I'll sconce me even here. Pray you,
Mother!
be round with him.
A word to you, fear me not.
Oh!
Draw you here coming.
Oh, how now, mother? What's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet? Have you forgot me?
Nay, you are the queen. Your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother. Peace, leave wringing of your hands. Sit you down. Sit you down. Or I may wring your heart, for so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
An act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty.
I mean, what acts that roar so loud?
Look you here, upon this picture. This was your husband. And look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age, the heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this?
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper. Where?
eats, but, or he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are eaten at him. Where is Polonius? In heaven. Send thither to see. But if your messenger finds him not there, seek him in the other place, yourself. But if your messenger finds him not within a month, you shall nose him as you make your way upstairs into the lobby.
Go seek him there.
He'll stay till you come.
Ask what it means. Say this. By disadvising charity, a lack of fight for shame. Yet men will do it if they come to it by cock they are to blame. Quoth shame before you topple me. You promised me to wed. So would I have done, my younger son, if thou hadst not come to my bed.
How long hath she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. I cannot choose but weep. Think we should lay him in the cold ground? My brother shall know of it. And so, I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Here's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love. Remember. And here is pansies. That's for thoughts. Here is fennel for you. And columbine. Here's root for you. Here's some for me. Here's a daisy. I would have given you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. And will he not come again? And will he not come again? Oh no, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again. God be with thee.
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers cannot with all their quantity of love make up my son. The devil take thy soul! I hear you, sir. What is the reason that you use me thus?
Pluck them asunder!
I love you ever.
I'll never believe it. I am more anti-Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor
And
left.
Horatio.
If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absently from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in vain to tell my story. I die, Horatio. Oh. The rest is silence.
Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels, sing thee to thy rest.
A plague the pen that makes my own pen bleed. As pens bleed blue or black or lead in hell, mine own now sends red to paper indeed. Blood seems redder when placed on you as well. The unexplainable weight I carry still lies. Go forth and tell them. Hamlet lies where he once would sit. Still sits with me as I shift. Will sit when I release my final breath. Still sits in the tomb with my father, waiting for something to be built of my burden. How much time sits between the tick-tock of my cracking heart and my retelling?
Horatio,
I've unpacked my heart with words. Pen poured violence empty, made this painting of a sorrow legible, understandable. One that man, mother, mud-filled matrimony may no longer mask. Hold my name like trust, so that sight is not lost of ink with pen I writ. Go forth and tell them, both prince and his king. Spread it like fire. Remind them that I burnt out with nothing left to preserve my flame. Nothing to hold my heart sturdy enough to beat. That my last breath will shake the last trace of any weight off. Including the holy, including the times I look death in the face. A plague the pen that makes my own pen bleed.
That yours might hear mine own. Come smile, moan, and scream. For the rest is